Welcome back, Playmates, and here we are with Chapter 3, centering on the duties of the manager of shipping. Hopefully this should be an even shorter video than episodes 1 and 2, because the manager of shipping doesn't have a great deal to do. He doesn't really have any dice rolling. Let's have a look at the manager of shipping, which is controlled by the AI in this solo game. And quite simply, the manager of shipping just basically spends his money. He fits ships until his office has got £2 or less remaining. Okay, so he pays £2 for fitting short-term leased ships, which will only last for a single game turn. He can pay £3 for ships that have been bought by other players or even himself, but haven't actually been launched and sent to the Indian Ocean yet. And finally, he can actually spend £5 to put together company ships, but he can only do that if all player ships are actually fitted and on the board. So pretty easy. Let's have a look at what the manager of shipping does in the AI script, bearing in mind that the crown climate is bullish. Okay, let's move on in the instructions. And okay, the manager of shipping. So if the crown manager if the crown is the manager of shipping, the crown will fit as many of their ships as possible, then player ships. It also says use the player button to break ties. That's only in the case where there are two human players against the crown player. So, you know, basically, really, as a multiplayer game, John Company shines best with 3 or more players. Essentially, if you play by yourself or you can only find one other person, then you will challenge the crown. Simple as that. But we're playing this solitaire, okay, without another player helping. Also, look, you'll notice underneath that, if I spend one of my red cubes and give that to the crown, I can actually persuade them to fit a specific ship, which hopefully would be mine. So, okay, first of all, buying company ships. Looking at the bullish column, they will not buy company ships, so they won't spend the £5, but they'd have to make sure that all player ships were on the board. And in fact, I have got a ship here still in the shipyard that needs to be sent to India. So that's the first thing. Leasing extra ships. The crown will spend all money left in shipping for extra ships. And going further down the columns, they'll place them in the presidency's sea zone with the longest open trade route, with the priority going to a crown presidency. So I'll go through that because that's a little bit curly. And it also says right at the bottom, just before the bottom long box, in this chart the highest number may be 0. That could be relevant, but if it is, I'll explain it. And then I can again give the crown a red cube, one of my red cubes, and the crown fits one ship in a sea zone of my choice. Okay, so first things first, The company will not buy ships. Now here's the thing. The shipping manager is not forced to buy ships from players. However, if it doesn't buy a player ship, it can't construct its own £5 ship. So unfortunately, it won't buy my ship. It won't fit it. It won't pay the £3 that's required to put it in the Indian Ocean. So I really want that ship to sail. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bribe the shipping manager by giving him one of my crown promise, one of my favors, and I'm going to ask him now to fit and buy my ship here, which he's going to spend £1, £2, £3 to do as per the card there. Whoops. And then he's going to decide whereabouts. I'll just pop it over here for the moment. He's going to decide to either put it in the Western Indian Ocean, the Southern Indian Ocean, or the Eastern Indian Ocean. And we're about to find out how he's actually going to do that. He's going to go to this bit here that I'm pointing to. When the crown ship, actually, as you were, what the shipping manager will now do is lease extra ships, and we'll spend all the money left in shipping on extra ships. Okay, what do extra ships look like? Well, they look exactly like that, extra ships. Okay. Okay, so the manager of shipping is, because they're £2 each, he's going to spend £2, and he's going to lease a ship as well. So we've got 2 ships to place. Okay. Where are they going to go? They're going to go. The Crown will place ships that they have fitted, bought and or leased this turn. Then you're going to go in the Presidency's sea zone with the longest open trade route. Right, we better figure that out. A trade route consists of a home region, which is either Bengal, Madras or Bombay. That the trade route starts at its port and then extends to the furthest reaches until it comes to a blocked or closed order. So this trade route is 1, 2, 3. This particular trade route here is 3 circles long. It's not 4 because that's closed. Alternatively, it could go there, there and there, but the trade route still contains 3 particular trade cities, whatever you want to call them, because this can't go any further because that's blocked there and that's blocked there. So this has got a trade route of 3. Okay, the length of the trade route in Madras unfortunately is 1 because north is closed, south is closed. The trade route in Bombay is 1, 2 that way, but 1, 2, 3 that way. So technically it's actually 4 because it can go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the longest trade route, which starts in Bombay. So Bombay is covered by the Western Ocean. So what it's now going to do is it is now going to place let me just navigate to that. The priority is going to go with a Crown presidency. So the priority is going to go with the Crown, but only where trade routes are actually tied. The trade routes aren't tied because this one here is actually longer than that one. So the Crown will put my ship, the Diligence, in there plus the extra ship. And it will become relevant when we start trading, because we're only allowed to trade with the number of open trading centers equal to the number of ships in a particular ocean. So for instance, here in the South Indian Ocean we've got one ship, but we've only got one open order. These two are blocked. Here we've actually got 1, 2, 3 open orders. We could actually collect 6, and 5 is 11, and 4 is 15, but we only have one ship. We'll only be able to collect 6. Here we've got 3, so the best 3 would be 4 and 6 is 10, plus 3 is 13. So this is the better trade route, but I'm happy for the Crown to do this, because I actually have got the presidency of Bombay and also the writers as well. So I'm pretty happy about that. And essentially I could actually force the Crown to fit a ship in a sea zone of my choice, but you know, because the Crown is going to place us placed in the presidency sea zone with the longest open trade route, with priority going to a Crown presidency only if there's a conflict of the same open trade routes. And that's it. That's a quick and easy one. After the manager of shipping, we're going to be going on to military affairs, and that is going to be even quicker. So I'll see you on the next one. Okay, thanks for staying with this.